Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Moses Kotieno. Today I would like us to talk about low self-esteem. But first let us understand what self-esteem is. So self-esteem is the opinion that one holds about himself or herself. It can be negative or positive. So when it is positive, that is referring to high self-esteem. When the opinions are negative, then that is low self-esteem. So let us now discuss what low self-esteem is all about. So low self-esteem are just the poor or the negative opinions that you hold about yourself. They can adversely affect your mental and physical well-being. People with low self-esteem hate themselves. They dislike themselves, and they also believe that other people dislike them. You assume that others also hate you, just the way you feel you hate yourself. They also feel that they are unlovable and they don't deserve to be loved. They believe also that they don't deserve to have fun. If in case they do something that is worth compliments, even if they are complimented, they don't believe in these compliments. And if there's a goal that they've achieved and there's a credit given to them, they don't believe in such credits. They don't believe that they are the ones who have achieved that goal. And it is good also to differentiate between this low self-esteem and the temporary opinions that somebody might have about themselves. Let's say you've done something that you are ashamed of. There's something that you've done that you regret having done that, but that is just something temporary. So if it is temporary, then you don't qualify it to be a low self-esteem. So a low self-esteem, for it to qualify to be called a low self-esteem, there has to be long-term negativity about yourself and your expression outwardly. What causes now the low self-esteem? There are two associated causes, that is childhood experiences and also the genetical factors. So for childhood experiences, when maybe during your childhood you experience ongoing harsh criticism from people in authority, let's say from your teachers and even your parents. If the criticism is continuously negative about you, you might end up having low self-esteem. Being raised by emotionally distant parent is also another childhood cause to low self-esteem. The parent is there, but emotionally the parent is absent for the child. So you'll feel that you don't even deserve to live. You start even asking yourself whether you are really a child of this parent. So you end up having a low self-esteem. A child who also undergoes a childhood trauma, like sexual abuse, they can also end up having low self-esteem. A child who is failing his or her exams in school, while even the desk mates are doing well, the friends are doing well in class, but for him or for her, he or she keeps failing his exams or her exams, they might end up having low self-esteem. They start feeling that they are not worth even being in school. Then having physical or mental disability also put them into a situation where now a child looks down upon themselves, that they are not even worth living, they are not worth even being with their fellow pupils or students in school. So they end up having low self-esteem because of the mental or physical disability that they have. Somebody might also feel less attractive. At the back of their mind, they feel that they are not as attractive as the people they see. Like nowadays, we see people sharing photos on social media, very attractive photos. So to somebody who cannot share such photos, she or he might feel that he or she is less attractive compared to the others who are posting such photos. So at the end of it, they develop low self-esteem. And for genetic causes, there's this hormone called oxytocin that is produced from the hypothalamus, that is part of the brain, the feel-good hormone. Normally it is being referred to as the feel-good hormone. This hormone, there are some research findings in 2011 that found out that there was that association between low self-esteem or self-esteem and oxytocin. However, researchers done in 2018 disputed that assertion, that there is no association between self-esteem and the hormones like oxytocin. So this just tells us that there is need for further research to establish the association between self-esteem and the genetic factors. So what are the signs and symptoms of low self-esteem? One, if you have negative self-talk, whatever you are thinking of in your mind are just negativities, nothing positive, then that is a sign of a low self-esteem. Number two, if you keep comparing yourself with others negatively, you feel that others are better than you. You even feel that others are worth more than yourself. Then that is also a sign of low self-esteem. If you keep blaming yourself for circumstances or things that are even out of your control, let's say, for instance, your parents divorcing, and you start blaming yourself for that, then that is also a sign of low self-esteem. If you're that person who avoids challenges, you only want to maintain the status quo, you like being in the comfort zone, you don't want to set any new goals, don't want to experience any new challenges, then you could be doing this because you have a low self-esteem. Being unable to handle criticisms is another sign of low self-esteem. Some of these criticisms that we get, they are supposed to even inform us to change a tactic or to change our ways of doing things. But if you are criticized and you just see a negative part of the criticism, you don't see any opportunity that comes with that criticism or the better side of that criticism, then you are doing this because maybe you have a low self-esteem. If you feel ashamed of anything that you do, or you feel worthless, you don't find your life worth living, then you could be doing this because you have a low self-esteem. If you focus too much on the physical characteristics, that is maybe the height, the weight, your skin color, if your focus is on this, too much of your focus is on this, to the extent that you even feel that only if you could change them, you could change your skin color, you could change your height, you could change your weight, then these thoughts could be coming because you have a low self-esteem. Then we have effects that are associated with low self-esteem. One is having these mental conditions like depression, anxiety, Somebody with low self-esteem can even drop out of school and end up not achieving their career goals because they feel that because they are failing in class, they feel that they are not worth being in school. Then we also need to differentiate between low self-esteem and lack of confidence. Self-esteem and self-confidence, they are related, but they are not the same thing. Somebody with confidence, they can try new things, even if they are failing, but they, at the back of their mind, they believe that they can do this thing. But somebody who is having a low self-esteem, they don't believe in doing things or trying new things. They just feel whatever they are trying to do will obviously fail. Then how do you improve on self-esteem? Number one is to let go of the past and stop worrying about whatever happened in the past. You can focus on the current situation, and also you need to stop worrying about the future. Number two is to always positively recite affirmations. Let your mind be filled with positivities, things that are positive, not negativities. You can also utilize stress reduction techniques like doing exercise, having yoga, things like that. Then you can also take time to socialize with other people, people that you trust. You can start socializing with other people. Then you need to accept and believe compliments made about you. Once you have achieved something and somebody compliments you, please accept such compliments. Then you need also to acknowledge your own achievements. Take credit for whatever achievement that you have made. Then in case all these measures, you've tried to implement them, but you still feel low, you still have low confidence, you still have low self-esteem, then you can seek for professional assistance. There are these mental health professionals that can help you. They can design a way for you, a self-care intervention measure that can help you to overcome the low self-esteem. So with that, I think we've learned something that is going to help you. So I still urge you to just share, like, and give your comments. And for the returning subscribers, I say thank you. To those who have not subscribed, please do so. And let's meet in my next video. Thank you very much.